Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you. And see again I am back to teach you our natural resources about the soil, standard 4 lecture number 2. So let's start the chapter without wasting any time. Let's start. So in this video we will know about the types of soil. So we have soil is what? There are 6 types of soil. There are 6 types of soil. First is alluvium soil. Second is black soil, then after red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, and then desert soil. So first of all we will talk about the alluvium soil. It is the most fertile soil found in India. Alluvium soil, it is the most fertile soil found in India. In fact, it is mostly found this soil it is mostly found in the northern coastal and the coastal plains of the West Bengal. In fact, it is very rich in humus. Humus means the dead plants of the dead animals and dead plants, so that it makes the soil very fertile. So it is a substance which is made of dead leaves and plants, so that the soil become very fertile and it helps to grow the plants in a very better way. So here we can grow different types of crops like rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane, tobacco, cotton, jute and pulses, and oilseeds also we can grow in the alluvium soil. Next soil is about the black soil. Now black soil, with the word we can understood, maybe it is in color black and it is in dark color, and it is formed, where it is formed by the breaking of rocks which is made of lava. Lava means a hot gas which comes from the caves. Then it is breaking up, it is formed when the lava is made and it breaks the rocks. It is mostly found in the Deccan Plateau, and it is good for growing the cotton, wheat, sugarcane and millets. Next is the red soil. It is mostly found in the southern states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka. In fact, it is also found in Maharashtra, Odisha, Jharkhand and the north states of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Meghalaya. These all are the states we can find the red soils, and it is not very fertile. The soil is not very fertile and it is red in color, but we can grow crops like groundnuts, millets and rice in red soil. Next is the laterite soil. It is mostly found in the areas where is heavy rainfall. Like some parts in India like Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Meghalaya. We can found in these areas laterite soil where the heavy rainfall is there. We can grow crops like tea, cotton and rubber in this laterite soil. In fact, laterite soil is also used for making the bricks. Laterite soil is also used for making the bricks. Next is about the mountain soil. Mountain soil is found in the mountainous regions, means where the mountains are there, like of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, where totally cold are there, coldy areas. So these soils are found in that areas. In fact, we can grow crops like wheat, maize, barley, spices, tea and cotton, and some fruits like apples are also grown in the mountain soils in mountainous regions. And our last soil is desert soils. Desert, with the word you can understood that this soil it is found in the desert regions of Rajasthan and Gujarat, where it is a very little rainfall, means there is a scarcity of rainfall and maybe it is a very little rainfall. So the soil is sandy and it is not fertile, because how the soil become fertile? With the help of water, soil becomes fertile and with the humus. But there is what? Scarcity of water and only little rainfall is there. So that's why the soil is very sandy and it is not fertile. But with the help of irrigation means some dams are there which is built like I told you, that reasons which with the Sardar Sarovar dams, which provide the electricity, which provide the water for irrigation some crops in Rajasthan and Gujarat. So with the help of irrigations we can grow crops like wheat, millet, dates, barley, maize, pulses and cotton can also grow on the desert soil with the help of irrigation, which we stored in the canals and dams. Next and last topic is the conservation of soil. Next, we all know the importance of soil. We all know the importance of soil. Soil is very important. It is different types. We can grow different types of crops also. So, however, the topmost layer of soil, which is usually the more fertile layer, with the top means the top layer of the soil, which is very fertile for growing the crops, and gets carried away by wind or rain, leading to soil erosion. And then after the top layer of the soil, it just carried away when the wind came and when the rain, it just was and it just gone into the another places, and then it can cause the soil erosion. Soil erosion is what? The process of the soil erosion slowly getting destroyed by wind, water or by the heat of the sun. So that's why the soil erosions will be leading the soil erosions, causing the soil erosions, because if the rain is there and wind, then it can wash, rain is there, then it can wash that soil, fertile soil, and it can go away. So erosion is also caused by other factors like the cutting down of trees. In fact, erosion is also caused when we will cut the soil, when we will cut the trees, so that the erosion is also caused. So overgrazing of the land by domestic animal is also harmful, as it reduces the grass cover and leaves the soil exposed to wind and rain. In fact, if we can like harm the land, the soil, the grasses is there, which is grass cover is there, it means we can we are just harming the domestic animals also, which they just go there and just eat the grass. So it can expose the soils due to the wind and rain also. So soil erosion reduce the fertility of soil. Soil erosion, it can reduce the quality of soil. Hence we must conserve soils, means we must just conserve the soil. Now how we can conserve the soil? Like we should plant more trees, ensure that trees are not cut in a large number. We should just plant the more trees, and we should see that we should not cut the trees in a large number. Nowadays the trees is what it's going to cut for making the industries, for malls and for different purpose. But we should not do that, because plant is there, then it provides us a lots of things. We just take the oxygens. So we should not cut down the plants. We should always conserve the plant, so that soil will also conserve. To improve the quality of soil, farmers should use natural fertiles like cow dung and compost and practice crop rotation, means different crops grown one another on the same land. In fact, for improving the quality of soil, that how we can improve the quality of soil, for that farmer should use the natural fertilizer, like a substance which is added to the soil to make plants grow better. So that fertilizers like the cow dung, and then we should use the compost. Compost means what? A mix of rotting plants, kitchen waste, etc., so that the soil is what it can helps to plant grows. And then after we should crop the we should always crop the rotations. We should always crop the rotation crops, because like that, like suppose first we should use the rice, and then again on that land we should use to grow the another crops. Means one crops, and then after that again the another crop, so that it can becomes the land and the soil very fertile. This practice will help to keep the soil fertile and preserve the soil cover. So if we can do the crop rotations, then this is what it can help to soil fertile, and it can also help to preserve the soil cover. So yeah, your time is going to finish and your chapter has completed. So there is no time that I have given you the exercise, but exercise I make sure that I will upload on the website, so you can go there and you can check your exercise there. I hope you guys had understood the chapter, so please read the chapter. Take care of yourself. Thank you and have a nice day, and again I will back to teach you the next chapter. Bye bye.